After this ride on the London tube, I got a whole new perspective. You know, one of the things as Americans, listen, obviously America, we're more polarized than we've been in years. Republicans hate Democrats, Democrats hate Republicans, everybody hates everybody. Everybody's on the extremes. Meanwhile, most of the people are, 80% of the people are in the middle and can't find a candidate they like. Say what you want about Trump. You all know I voted for Biden, I voted for Harris. I gotta be honest with you, I'm making the swing fast. There's a lot of things going on in the world, a lot of things that I'm seeing in Europe, a lot of things that I'm seeing in London. Strike up a nice conversation with a good guy in London. He's talking, he's like, listen, it's a lot of the British people, a lot of people in London, for all his shortcomings, they want Trump here.
It shouldn't be normal that people like you for different reasons, right? But then again, maybe they might like you because you're very consistent.
Because the crime is out of control, immigration is out of control. Say what you want. My Democratic friends, liberals, people on the left, listen, man, we're either gonna have laws or we're not. Break the law, go to jail. You want to play by the rules, you want to play by the laws, you should be good. If you don't, there should be consequences.
That's racist.
And in London right now, every single person has told me, don't walk with your phone out. Don't wear a watch in Mayfair. Don't do it. Even right now, I'm about to turn a corner on the street. I got to worry about holding my phone because some moron might come by on an e-bike, try and grab it. Obviously, I'll run his ass down. You know this. But what's going on across the world is a real problem.
It's only a problem for the people that are maintaining it, especially for the people that are paying taxes and they see a different result coming in their direction.
The crime rates in these places are unnecessary. They're making our favorite big cities unsafe. It's pushing out good quality people. It's attracting bad quality people. And it is not a good quality of life for anybody.
By bad quality of people, I think he's talking about people that have to take time to integrate. But while trying to integrate, they prefer to stay in a community where they send all of them together so they don't have to integrate because they have themselves. But they are still there because somebody has to support them through taxes.
Low income, high income, black, white, purple, tall, fat, skinny, you know me, I don't care. Everybody should have a good quality of life. Everybody should be entitled to their safety. I also think everybody should have good education and healthcare. That's a separate conversation. But what's going on here, I just thought it was super interesting to have a conversation with a nice, level-headed, normal guy on the tube, or as we call it, the subway, where in that case, he was saying a lot of British people, again, for the issues that they have with Trump, they want him here.
And I know for a fact amongst his own people, they're not really talking about it, but they're really looking at each other like, I can say it in our group, or we kind of agree with the eyes that we have.
They want people, again, for the issues that they have with Trump, they want him here. They want that sort of enforcement. They want someone that comes in and says, this is the law. You either follow the law or get out or go to jail. And that should be it. Because what Trump said the other day at the UN and what I'm experiencing here in London, it doesn't seem to matter what side of the aisle you're on in London. They hate this mayor. They hate the police. They're not doing anything. They're all afraid. The crime is too high. Nobody's wearing nice watches. Everybody's afraid for their new iPhone, and it should not be that way. So I want to hear, I know a lot of you guys are in England, a lot of people are in London, a lot of Europeans that follow along. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Let's keep it clean here. Let's be uplifting. Let's have an interesting dialogue because I'm very interested in the commentary, especially some of the things that I've experienced while here in London the first couple weeks.
I mean, he's asking for people to be respectful and everything, but they still know somebody's gonna come by and say, you're a freaking right-winger. And by freaking, I mean metaphorically. Venga, dilo, remember to subscribe.
There's a reason why they're doing that. There's a reason why they're doing that. I'm not stupid. All right? They're shutting down Times Square, praying with loudspeakers and shit to do what? To assert fucking dominance. Okay? That's what they're really fucking doing. I'm not stupid. Let's just call a spade a spade. All right? I'm probably the only Muslim that will admit this shit. When they're shutting down Times Square, when they're fucking blocking off the streets, when they're doing the damn 5 times a day, it's to assert fucking dominance. And if you bitch-ass niggas don't want to admit that, then I fucking will. Because you guys are fucking liars. It's to assert dominance. It's to let people know that we're coming. And I'm here to tell you guys, the people of these Western countries have every right to resist you motherfuckers saying we're coming and we're going to take over. They have every right to resist. They really do. Because this is not a Muslim country. It's not. And I know you guys don't like hearing that shit, but if you guys want to hear that shit, go to Saudi Arabia, go to UAE, go to Qatar. These countries are all fucking beautiful. They're safe. You don't got to worry about shit. You don't got to worry about 99 genders. You don't got to worry about fucking lutis. Stuff I'm going to be gushinu. Mafi lutis. Mafi haramia. Mafi mushkila. Go over there. Go over there, bro. Goddamn.
Ladies and gentlemen, I checked online. United Arab of Emirates, Saudi Arabia, United Arab of Emirates. They're all freaking safe. And if you want to go there, you need to have like a work permit. So in other words, you need to be able to sustain yourself. And there's no permanent residency. You need to prove yourself over time. And to put a little extra, I check off Pakistan because you have a lot of Pakistan in UK.
Tell him that it all tastes the goddamn same.
It's just the same. The only difference is the crime rate is a little higher.
But when you guys come in here and you guys fucking want to pray at the Times Square and everything else like this and fucking assert dominance, because that's what it is. That's what it is. It's called spade a fucking spade. That's a fucking problem. Because let me tell you something. Right now, and you guys all know I'm telling the truth. If a bunch of fucking Christians went to fucking Mecca and tried to do that shit, they'll be fucking beheaded. And you guys know it. So shut the fuck up with this dumb shit about, oh, bro, like, you know, we should be able to do what we want. We're going to do it for the day. You niggas try to do that shit in Mecca, they'll be cooked. They'd kill those Christians in 5 fucking minutes, beheaded immediately.
My point is with this video, we are more tolerant. So you have to be happy that we are more tolerant, even if we did something wrong. Because the only way you can stay permanently in that country forever is you have to prove to them you are part of the unity.
Your diversity is not your strength. Your strength is your unity of purpose, your shared mission, your love of country.
Oh, not that unity though.
Iranian here with another pro tip for anyone who's not from the Middle East. No one in the Middle East actually blocks intersections to pray in the streets and yell Allahu Akbar. The reason that they do it in your countries is because they're trying to assert their religious dominance over you and claim your country and turn it into Sharia law. Now you know.
And all honesty, I did not expect that. But it makes no sense that you do that on the street and left-leaning people are going to say, we don't have any space. And I'm like, we have so many Christians. Why do we always have space? And when we do, why do we organize it in such a way we're not a burden to another person? We don't go pray in people's face, hallelujah, be tolerant.
Do you ever just feel like all of the anti-discrimination rules in our country are really just anti-white rules?
Yup!
Let's pretend that I live in a town that's 80% white. I get up one day and I decide to go with my friends out to eat, but we don't really know where the white-owned businesses are because nobody's allowed to display white-owned businesses. So we decide to go door to door looking for lunch. The first place we walk into just happens to be a Mexican restaurant. In the Mexican restaurant, we notice quickly that all of the employees are Mexican or of Hispanic descent.
Really?
We decide that we don't want to support their business because clearly they're discriminating against the people that they hire. So we decide not to eat at the Mexican restaurant because we can clearly see that they are not following the law. So instead, we walk next door to the Thai restaurant, but we notice something very similar. All of the employees just happen to be either Thai or of Asian descent.
Really?
So we continue on our journey and we walk into the black-owned business. Inside of the black-owned business, we see that the majority, if not all of the people that work there, are black.
Really?
So then we stop next door at the kebab shop and we notice something very similar.
Oh, really?
So finally, we end up at a white-owned restaurant. The only reason we know that is because the owner just happened to be there. There was nothing displayed about being a white-owned restaurant. And if you saw the employees, you wouldn't know either because only about half of the employees were white while the other employees were of different races. Quickly, we go up to the owner of the white American restaurant and ask him why he doesn't hire white American employees. And you know what he says? Because it's against the law for me to discriminate.
Fact. What do you want me to say? I can't call it discrimination unless it's white. And it's way more diverse what you're promoting. But the people that do it better, you punish them more. I'm like, why?
So like we covered earlier, the town is 80% white. So in reality, the employees should also be around 80% white, right? Can somebody tell me why it's okay for other races to discriminate in our country, but we're not allowed to hire our own people?
Unregulated tolerance is seen as a weakness, and the fact that you tolerate so much, they actually believe they are on the moral high ground to tell you, tolerate more.
Pow.
But if I want to be honest about it, politician has taken this over and used it as a way to get votes. And they try to give it to everybody else because if that doesn't exist, they would lose all their votes. It's very simple.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam. Durloketa berdetta welcome.